episode 7 of Melbourne Survivor Playing with Fire, I'd vote for me.
Of course he would.
It's a good title episode.
Yeah, our first one from CK.
Surprisingly.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah.
If you guys are interested, we have 2 from Caitlin, 2 from Annabelle, 1 from Rosie, 1 from Brady, and now 1 from CK.
Okay.
There you
Spread
go.
the
I'm not
love.
going to remember that.
Spread the love.
Yep.
Brady says
Brady.
we changed. Yeah, why? I like being on the bottom. Thank you.
There we go. We're back to normal. Dani's fixed it.
Hey.
There we go. That actually does feel better.
You like
I
being
don't know if it's like a weird power trip or something, but like being at the top right, it's just it's nice. It's
You
nice.
like looking down on me, don't you?
That's right. Okay, so
10 are left. And we go straight into
And they're all dateable.
and they're all dateable. Who said? Did John say that or?
A couple of them said that. It's like it's a thing.
Do you know that reference, Ethan?
No, I don't know that reference.
Do you remember that reference, Jules?
Yes, that's from Blood versus Water.
Yeah, from Cat.
Oh.
From Blood versus
Cat.
Water.
Nobody wants to date someone who doesn't make the merge.
That's so funny. Meanwhile, there was Max and Annabelle, so clearly didn't apply to Max there. So, you know,
It's true.
Oh, shit.
it's a little bit of,
So I was a little bit lackluster about the merge feast.
It
right.
had like a little bowl. They had soup, which would have been
They-
good when it's that cold.
Yeah.
They said feast. It was more like a 4-year-old like lunch party, you know, where you've got your parents and they set it up and they have the kids like picnic blanket and they
Yeah, it
give
was
you
fun.
like little bits of sugar and little bits of stuff that like you can't spill and stuff. And I was just expecting there to be like an idol inside a cookie or something, and that
Also,
was
to
just
be
my
fair, all the
brain.
yellow tribe had just had giant muffins. They probably weren't hungry.
Mm. Yeah, I'm
It's just
sure.
John and Caitlin and Laurel needed to eat everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it was just like for a merge feast. In my humble opinion. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
they
look, I agree.
they're all
Yeah, no, I
dateable.
agree.
Let's shit on their merge feast. Like, come on.
It was shit. And then
More
we get
food.
into pretty much we go straight into gameplay. CK wants to know all about the tribal council. Tell me about the idol plays.
Yeah.
Tell me everything. Straight in. He wants to know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I think
And no one
Brady
gave
just
him anything.
mentions. Yeah, he just mentions his wasted sort of. He said my great idol play or something like that.
So I think
Yeah.
they talk because the only idol play was Dale's idol play at the very first tribal
Yeah.
council.
Yeah.
And then they talk about the rock idol.
Yeah.
So Tash
Okay.
reads out the clue.
Yep.
And gives them all
And
that
Caitlin and John are
information.
both like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not that it really mattered much for them because obviously they sat quite pretty for the most part of that.
They might have saved Ash with it. Who knows?
Possibly.
Yeah. Or yeah, and who knows? And that was basically what happened for the merge. It was just sort of little nice get together. You know, my immediate thought was like we're gonna see someone find a clue or something or an idol under the seat or anything
As you
like
typically
that.
do. Yeah.
As you typically do, but we didn't.
Especially because, like, at the point of the merge, there's only one idol in play. So it would make sense
Right.
if there's a merge idol.
Yeah. I'd be curious to see what happens moving forward with advantages and stuff. Because even at the start of the game, even though, as we know, but it wasn't shown in the edit that there were idols at the first 2 immunity challenges. So it makes me
Yes.
think: are they trying to continue on with that as they did in this episode, and maybe even more in the future, and just have idols and stuff at challenges? So yeah, that'll be something
Sorry,
to.
John's left a
see.
very large comment. I'm trying to read it all.
I was gonna say that's why I was talking. I was gonna let you guys read it. And one of us keep talking.
John, it's too long. It's
Too long. But look,
John.
TLDR, CK stole John's banana.
Okay, that was all that for that. Okay.
Do what you
John-
want with that.
John, you're on a 15-word limit From now on, I'm not reading a paragraph, right? I got to talk.
This is a live chat. We don't have time to read a whole paragraph.
Chloe, like, there was Skittles. I was so fucking happy. Perfect. This is why Chloe was cast. She sums it shit up nice.
Oh my god, how good is Chloe? Seriously.
Yeah.
Every
So
episode,
fun.
she just gives a little something that makes us happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I do.
Okay.
Well, I mean, speaking of John, he did say that the crew took pity on them and let them sleep undercover instead of out in the rain.
Boo.
Freezing.
Boo. Come on. No, please. Okay, you sign up for Survivor. If I ever play again and it's freezing and it's cold, I want
Excuse
to be
me,
cold.
did you have to sleep the night in your LRG? No, you did not.
No, but I want to be cold. Okay, I want to see other people struggle because this is what gets me up in the morning is seeing it. It's cold. Yes,
there you
it's
go. Chloe
cold.
would have rather the soft wet grass than the cold hard concrete. So
okay, well, Chloe's on board with me, so brownie points for Chloe. I'm gonna say only nice things about you now. Everyone else.
And then we start undercover with this very awkward footage of CK unbuttoning his pants. I was very uncomfortable.
I was like, it's okay.
Why is this?
Kids.
Why? Yeah, I know, but I was just like, why is this footage? I don't. This is not footage I need to see.
I was here for
Ma
it.
had fun. Oh, Annabelle slept so well in her cabin. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
We love
Can we
that.
just say, like, before we get into the nitty gritty, how good was this episode?
Oh,
best episode by far of the season.
Music,
well done, Ma.
editing, just how the story was pieced together. And
it was funny.
Like the merge episode to me is probably the most important episode because that's the time in the game where you have the most players at one time all together, if that's sort of how we're normally playing Survivor. So to see everyone's perspective was amazing. It was by far the best episode of an LRG I think I might have ever seen.
I thought it was great. Ma, you did a brilliant job. Fantastic.
It's almost like she does this professionally or something.
I know.
Yeah, does she get paid to do this? No. Okay.
Not this one anyway.
Not this one, just
This is just a labor of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as you do when in Survivor, you pay attention to sleeping positions. And did you guys pay attention to who was sleeping where?
No.
I did not.
Okay, so
go on, Dani, break it down.
They went in L, so it was from memory. Dale was at the very end, closest to the fire.
Let's check that.
Then Tash, Kate, then CK, Brady, Chloe, John, Max, Caitlin, Lorel.
Oh, Max wasn't next to his boyfriend CK.
Correct.
That might have been clever. Oh. Maybe they were intentionally separating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
They were talking a lot of strategy.
Yeah, he slept. It looked like he slept in between John and Caitlin.
It's probably a good place to sleep.
Okay, yeah.
Separate that.
Yeah. The GOAT Alliance or whatever CK would say. Yeah. Get right in the middle there.
I'm gonna have some comments about that.
We're not there yet. We're not there. Here you go. Intentionally slept between Max and Chloe.
Oh. Well done. Good call.
All right.
It's important. You've got to think about these things if you're playing the game.
Yeah, it's really important.
Especially if you can have little whispers at night or potentially, even a little cuddle to stay warm. Like, it's important.
Yeah, especially in weather like that. It's probably a bonding experience to be like shivering next to each other.
Yeah, 100%.
There you go. Chloe says John sleeping next to her sparked a cute little conversation. So
yeah, that's cute. That is cute. We love that.
Yeah, cutie patooties. All right. And we get this hilarious footage of Brady trying to work out the numbers.
Yeah, he was confused.
So
just couldn't quite get it. It was so cute.
Which surprised me.
I think the funniest part was he was like, "We haven't lost a challenge, and yet we're in the we're bad numbers. Like
we're in the minority. Yeah.
Probably should have thrown a challenge.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so weird to think about how 4 original yellow didn't go to a tribal until merge, and now we're here, and it looks like they're in the minority.
I know.
Like we did have a tribe swap, but it's crazy to think about, and that's all thanks to Laurel just like kamikazing her original yellow tribe. So yeah, we see Brady not being able to figure out numbers, and it's probably late at night, and look, no one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And then we see Max talk about the numbers, saying there's 5-5, and there's a core 4 being the OG yellows plus Dale, and they're trying to swing Kate as the 6th.
Yes.
And it seems pretty evident that Kate is the swing for yellow, or she's sort of
Kate
very in the
and
middle.
Dale, maybe.
And Dale, yeah.
Because they kind of
100%.
got 4-4, and then they've got 2 that are.
Yeah.
That's
And then Laurel confessional, just talking about voting out everyone.
Doesn't care about winning.
Yeah.
Just want to
create chaos. Here to play
Yeah.
a silly and stupid game, and that's what
She's
makes it
achieving
interesting.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She made the moves she did for the sake of the game to actually make it playing with fire. She was there to remind us that she is here for chaos, and that is all she wants.
I'm here for it. I'm so here.
I love
for
it.
Yeah. Can't wait to see what happens.
And then the poor things have to get up very, very early in the morning. It's still dark. Poor Dullins, and they're all freezing.
Cold, wet.
Yeah. I want to know how cold it was.
Their noses are so red.
It was probably like
It would have been freezing.
1 or 2 degrees. It would have been very cold. Fuck that.
Didn't they film it around April?
I don't know.
Something like that. That would have been.
Yeah, mini confirmation.
Yeah, well, Ethan and I know how that coldness feels. We didn't sleep in it, but we started that.
We did start.
It was fucking horrendous.
There you go. It was 5 degrees at night, but wet and windy.
Yeah,
it was 1 degree for us.
It's not fun. Annabelle says it was April.
Look, can't relate.
We then see very good fronting footage of CK appearing to the corner Caitlin.
Yeah, that was so funny.
It was kind of like
he was so aggressive.
She kind of like seems like pinned against the wall.
Yeah.
Like,
and then Kate's like, I had to walk away from that.
Yeah.
And CK's like, oh, I'll follow her.
Yeah.
It seemed like Caitlin was like just waiting to like go have a shower or
like
go to the bathroom, and then there's
go
like
to the toilet.
Max and CK.
These like
2 other
big
people.
dudes, and she's just like,
Yeah.
hi.
And they're just like,
and she
work with us. Work with us.
And just like, read the room, CK. Read the room.
Yeah, no, he can't do that.
She was not interested at all. No.
And Harring's jacket made him look more intense.
Oh man, the
orange jacket.
Oh,
Annabelle, thank you for giving that to him. Like,
yeah, thank you for the iconic of that. It's hilarious. Yeah, then we get that hilarious Kate confession where she's like, I just had to walk away, only to be quickly followed by CK.
And then CK's like, I'm really good at reading people, but I can't read Kate. It's like, you can't read the situation, mate. Like, no.
Yeah.
Situation.
He was trying to sell her on a Final 4.
It's a good pitch. Maybe even Final 2's a better one. You know, if you're going to lie to her anyway, you might as well just like...
I don't think she was buying...
She
wouldn't have bought Final 2. She wasn't buying Final 4.
Right.
No, I think chasing after the wrong people here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then we're back at the fire. We just see Chloe having the most adorable choking scene.
Yeah.
I love there was a Brady confessional at some point being like, my lack of assertiveness is not working for me. I was like, oh, bless.
Who? Brady?
Yeah. That's about here because both CK and Brady believe they have Dale as part of the numbers, and they're talking about going to Rocks. And then Brady is just like, doesn't feel like he has the assertiveness to get people to flip to their side. Wants CK to do it for him, but I think that would work against him more than it would work for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, which is a shame because I think it needs to be someone other than CK, because the perception of CK at this point, and as it has been, I think, throughout, is pretty clear that he is too assertive. You know, he's too much, I think, for other people. We even see it later when Chloe, when CK says for Chloe to watch out for people looking for idols or something, and she's like, yes, CK, and then Jez is like, yes, CK, no, CK. That was hilarious. And it just goes to show that you're getting him to do the bidding when people already aren't really willing to work with him. So Brady being like, my lack of assertiveness is really letting me down, is true, because if he was a bit more assertive, I think he would be a bit better at convincing people to come to his side. And I think Chloe could do that really well with maybe the relationships that she's created with some of the girls on the other side as well. So
100%,
and especially because like Chloe is so charming. That like not that Brady's not, but she comes across as very like sweet, and so even if she's like trying to pitch to people, it's not going to come off as threatening.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. He's picking the wrong person to try to flip.
Yeah, that just reminds me of like when CK and Max and stuff were cornering Kate. Max was like, if you don't do this or whatever, I won't vote for you at the end. She's like, okay, so you're threatening me or whatever. So they just weren't going about that the right way. Like, you're trying to convince someone to work with you and be your partner, and you're saying you won't vote for them at the end of the game. It's not really the best way to get someone on your side. But they were trying so hard. But yeah, anyway. CK confessional. I told Laurel I would go to the end.
Yes,
he called John and Caitlin goats. Like, dude, no.
I thought it was very funny.
Okay,
it's true.
Way too early to really call anyone a goat at this point.
Yeah.
But John and Caitlin have survived 6 tribals. They are not goats. Like, no. Not okay. Because I think CK thinks unless you are like big and alpha and being assertive, that you must be a goat. But no, there are lots of ways to play this game, CK, if you're listening.
Yeah.
I might get myself kicked off the Sydney podcast.
It's all right. We're here for it.
But Laurel is not interested at this point.
Can you bring up John's comment there? Touche. That he's, yes.
So really skip. Ooh, shade. Facts though. Yeah.
We get another hilarious confession from Laurel. I mean, I don't know why I expect much less. He's lazy to CK wearing Annabelle's jacket because he looks like
so funny.
Dragon Ball Z egg things, one of those Fubar things. And then,
I thought that was so
goes
funny.
into this rampage. Like, are you hiding all your idols in those pockets?
Big idol man now.
Are you a big idol man?
That would have been a good title as well. Big Idol Man. I think that was funny.
Yes.
Big Idol Man.
I think I would have seen that and been like, what?
Yeah. Who are you talking about?
Like, as soon as I saw I would vote for me, I'm like, oh, that's CK.
Yeah. That's what I thought as well. But it's it's a good line. I like that line.
Laurel is serving this episode 100%.
Yeah. And then we get CK saying that Laurel has to have the idol. Like, she absolutely has to. No one else could have the yellow idol. And she's going to Brady and Chloe. Because you guys obviously don't have it. Because you would have told me.
You would have told me about it.
And then cut to them pissing themselves laughing.
And the music that plays here is
so funny.
The music this episode again. I think the music all season has been pretty epic for the choices they've made. It's been very good.
That cut to them just celebrating, and you're just so happy that you're lying to your alliance, but at the same time, it's so much fun for them to not even suspect you a little bit. You've kept this lie so close between you, like the bond that Chloe and Brady have now, because even though they haven't been to tribal, they've created so much trust with the time that they've had. 100%. And Brady's done such a good job of. Like, this is what the discussion we had about earlier is, if you're Brady, do you even bother telling Chloe about the idol? Like, they already...
Well, then we wouldn't have got this content of them laughing, so...
Yeah, but I think it just goes to show... I think it just goes to show you can use... Like, obviously, we all know, so you can use idols and stuff to create an even tighter bond. Mm-hmm. If it comes down to would Chloe vote Brady out, I don't think she would, but, see what happens.
Yeah, and then we obviously see Brady and Chloe think that's hilarious. They have a little bit of a celebration, but they are left in a predicament because their alliance thinks that Laurel has the idol, and they won't vote for Laurel.
Yes.
So they don't want to tell anyone about the idol because they want to keep them to themselves. But in not doing so, they're not then freeing up that 5 to vote for Laurel, even though they want to. Because the reason they won't go after Laurel is because they think she has the idol.
Yeah. But you can't rule out that she might have found something on the new Red Tribe. So I think it's still a smart move to not vote for her anyway.
But yeah, just a little predicament they put her in. Then we get this flashback footage of Brady asking Tash to help get Laurel. my game is in your hands.
Yeah.
And that
we'll take out Laurel first and then CK after.
Correct. I'll flip if you can help me get Laurel now. I'll like Chloe and I will flip and we'll help you get CK in the next vote, which is an interesting offer.
And I like this whole like trying to make a cross-tribal alliance. Like I think if one or two people just flip to the other side, they kind of flip to the bottom of the new alliance. I like the whole, all right, I'll have a few from here, and we'll make our own new alliance. And if that's what he was going for, I'm here for it.
Yeah, big time. Because that's often most people get stuck in old tribal alliance come merge. It's hard, especially in such a fast-paced game. It's hard to break out of that because you've built some trust somewhere, and then having to trust somebody else so quickly is hard to do. So at least extending an olive branch is smart.
So that was to Tash, right?
Tash, yeah.
And then Tash confessional, she was sort of talking about whether that was potentially in her best interest. And I think for her better interest was CK first.
Yeah.
Right. Because Brady wanted it Laurel first, then CK. Whereas obviously in her best interest, it'd be, well, let's vote out someone on your alliance first. And then.
And that's hard when you're going to do that. Someone has to take the leap of faith.
Someone's got to give, yeah.
And trust that, all right, we'll take out someone from my side first. And then you're going to honor that. Because how many people would go, yeah, we'll take out your person first.
Yeah.
And then go back on that.
Yeah, big time.
Like,
what's me? You can tell she's conflicted because she doesn't want Laurel to get far in the game, and as Annabelle says here, like Laurel's currently going full kamikaze, so that's such an unpredictability in the game. So it's obviously a definite thing you want to do. But then she, if she doesn't have the trust with Brady's, doesn't know if he's playing her, doesn't know if that's an order that's come from CK to tell them to get them on board. It's just that hard to trust right at that level.
Yeah, and I've been enjoying watching Tash throughout the episode and just seeing how she goes and talks to so many different people, and I think she tells them the truth every time. Like even when Dale, and just quickly like going forward a little bit, even when Dale goes over and talks to the sort of Red Alliance, and I think Tash speaks up and says, "Yeah, we're thinking of voting Max." And just all these other examples of her talking to even Max or whoever, she tells them the truth every time.
And that's something that could benefit her long term. Like if she's still around at like final 5, final 6, and then she could tell like a straight up bold-faced lie, and people will believe her because it's like, well, she's been honest to us this whole time. Why would she start lying now?
Yeah.
So if that's her strategy, it's great.
But we actually see here she's the one who first floats Max's name. She's the one that gets the ball rolling, as like a non-obvious vote. Tash is the one who kind of floats his name first.
Okay.
And then we get another hilarious footage from Chloe that she is hungry and she is cold.
I have something to say. Seriously, I'm here for the Chloe content. Like, she's entertainment.
Chloe tent. I like it.
Chloe's great entertainment. She's so cold. She's got her scarf inside her hoodie. Wrapped around like her face.
Yeah.
It's a weird look, but it does the job because it's cold.
Okay. Kate is playing both sides convincingly. She says to the camera, she's like, I think I'm actually playing both sides convincingly. And she really wants to win immunity. And it seems though the both sides of the 5 believe the other side is not as tight as they are. So like one set of 5 believes that they are solid as, and then the other side have fractures, and the other 5 believe the same of themselves and the other side.
Everyone's saying, our group's going to go to rocks, and the other one isn't.
Yeah, they've got fractures, they've got this, they've got that, and they're saying about the other side. So it's very interesting.
And both have 4 original of one color plus one
swing.
Yeah,
like it's 4 yellows and Dale and 4 reds and Laurel. So
it's weird. It's super weird how it's worked out to get to this point, but it seems like at least at this point, Dale and Kate are the 2 people in the middle. We didn't actually see them have a conversation with each other, which would have been super interesting if they had. And
Did we see Dale have a conversation with many people?
I think we saw Dale getting talked at or talked to, and he was sort of.
I feel like he was part of conversations, but he never led anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even in his confessionals, he was sort of saying that, I'm in the swing vote position, but we didn't see what he was thinking. Like, fair enough, Yeah, fair enough. Not showing us which way he's going to go, but at least show us what his thought process is.
Yeah, like
what is he thinking?
What he's actively thinking about both sides, as opposed to saying, "I don't know."
He's making an observation that he's the swing vote, and that's all we got.
Yeah, he did say he was in probably the most powerful position in the game, and I'd agree. You know, the person in the middle
last week, we thought he was sitting quite well enough to swing, but I don't know that he is thinking about how to use it properly.
No,
because he's like saying, "I'm in the swing vote," but the swing vote can be such a pivotal role if you can use it properly. And it was also, I don't know that he's surrounded by so many strong personalities.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's kind of just kind of a deer in headlights as to what he should be doing.
I think I think the deer in the headlights really sums up Dale, unfortunately, because you don't want to be a deer in the headlights, and obviously it's such a fast-paced game, and this is a big personality cast. Everyone, when you're trying to organize cast or whatever, you want 16 different people to have 16 different perspectives, and that's one thing that this casting and this cast and these players have done so well, is that everyone thinks differently. Everyone has their own opinions. Some people are playing more straightforward. Some people are playing more aggressive. You're seeing all these different people do all these different things. And that's why it's so exciting coming into Merge, because now we get to see them play with everyone. There's nowhere to hide. Finally, the 4 OG yellows are going to tribal. So there's lots going on. And before we get to the immunity challenge, a few more things happen. What happens here is John and Caitlin, I feel good. Chris is trying to get close with Kate. They're having a conversation. Kate and Tash. Oh, we already talked about the Brady coming and talking to Tash. What else is there? Tash,
I love Caitlin and John being like, "I feel good, but I don't trust it."
Yeah.
That was funny.
Chloe, Brady. Oh yeah, and then Caitlin, Chloe, Brady talking about, they're questioning, well, what's Max's plan? Because I think there was that sort of alliance, the Yellow Alliance, having a conversation, and then CK pulls Max away from it, and then they're like, okay, well, what's Max's plan? And that's a question that I think all of us have been asking. What is Max's plan? Because we sort of see CK's plan. He's trying to really huddle his yellow tribe, strong together. We'll go to rocks for each other. We're stronger than they are. They have cracks. And Max is sort of just, I think, as someone else says, the CK's right-hand man. So yeah.
No, 100%. Then we go into immunity.
John and Caitlin are finally carrying the aisle.
Yeah, I love that.
And we hear Liz say that this season is the toughest conditions the games have been played in before, which I find very interesting. And yes, can we talk about how cute Caitlin and John were skipping forward with the immunity out? They were just so happy. It was just such a sweet moment for them.
Even if it was 5 seconds, they got to hold it, So yeah. Love that.
What did you guys think about the immunity necklace?
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I loved it.
I have worn that necklace before. Just fun fact. At the trial game I did, after I was voted out at Final Tribal, I was wearing it on the jury, just for funsies.
Okay.
And then I forgot I was wearing it, and I went up to vote for the winner, and I was like, oh, I've still got this on. There you go.
The challenge. Is that what you asked the question? Oh no, you asked about the necklace.
Oh, the necklace.
Yeah, I've chatted shit on the art department about the lantern. I actually just want to change my mind. I said I think in episode 1 it was shit. I'm actually going to retract that statement. The more I've watched this, I actually have grown to like it. And now looking back on Sydney Survivor's little fucking, I don't know what it is. It's so much worse than Melbourne. I think the Melbourne lantern is actually.
I didn't even really notice what it was.
Exactly, that's my point.
Terrible.
So yeah, the art department, great job. Individual immunity necklace looked fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unintended.
All right. So it's an endurance challenge. They've got to hold up 3 kilo bucket of water. If you're out, if you step off the mat, you're out. If you spill any water or if your arms are no longer extended.
Yeah, and which was a bit of a loose. Your arms no longer extended, I thought was a bit of a loose.
Yeah, there was a few bent elbows. There was a few bent elbows.
And I think,
Yeah, if it drops below your head, I think is a pretty clear sort of.
But it looks like the buckets are pretty full anyway, so you wouldn't want to move too much, like it would have just spilled.
Yeah. So I do know this was filmed at around 6 a.m. in the morning. So
6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. So imagine how cold
these
like freezing, and then water spill on you.
Oh
no!
Yeah, it would not have been a lot of fun. And I think CK was the only one wearing gloves. So the poor little fingers would have been just frozen from holding it up.
You wouldn't feel after a while. You'd just be numb anyway. You wouldn't feel it.
That's a good point.
What did you guys think of the challenge overall?
I liked it.
Yeah,
me too.
I like it. It's hard. It's hard to when maybe Australian Survivor and stuff, they do like body weight percentage. You're just never going to get that. So to have I think it was 3 liters of water. Well, because it's going to be, I don't know, it's so fucking hard. Who's doing all that effort? I'm not doing that shit. You're all holding 3 liters. You can do it. Just suck it up.
It's a bit unfair.
All right. And they're being offered temptations to step down. The first one, a minute in, is Vegemite toast. And John steps down.
John doesn't even like Vegemite.
But he's so hungry. He'll eat
Come on, John.
Yeah, he probably didn't have time the day before to cook rice or anything because they were just going to tribal. So I'm not fucking cooking rice if I've got to talk strategy and make sure I'm not voted out. Like, if you don't eat, you don't eat. So
it's 2 days. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Coffee is then offered next, which Kate steps
down. You missed Laurel's pretending it's puppies that she's holding.
Yes.
There's a way to persevere.
That was so funny. We need Laurel around final 3. Just get there somehow. Just for you and Chloe, and then
the jury. So that's fine. We'll get her at the end if she's there or as a juror or in the final 3.
Yeah. Good point.
I would probably step down for coffee too at this point in time if it's 6 a.m. and holding a 3 kilo bucket of water.
She didn't even get it then and there though. It was like, if you're a coffee drinker, step. And the way it was phrased, I was like, is this going to be a trick? If you like coffee, step down.
I would have, Liz. I would have stepped down.
I would have.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not stepping down for coffee. I don't really drink coffee, and it's an immunity challenge. Okay, well.
All right, let's not fight. Come on now.
And then CK just dropped.
Yeah, CK
dropped. I was so surprised. It was like 5 minutes has gone has passed in this challenge, and then CK in his bright Dragon Ball puffer jacket drops. I did not think CK would be the third person to drop. I thought he'd be standing next to Max towards the end of the challenge. So that really surprised me.
See, he looked at a bit of pain from the start. So I thought he'd last a bit longer, but I didn't.
He's got his knee hurts, and he's got old elbows, and he's got arthritis in his fingers. Just chatting shit for no reason, but I expected better. I expected better from CK. So especially if he's such a target.
And then we get Laurel saying pain is weakness leaving the body, and in her case, pain and ugliness. And then she immediately drops.
And she spilled the water all over herself. She just all over herself. It's just
that was hilarious. That was so funny. I was really hoping someone would spill the water on themselves.
I love that it was Laurel. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Then they get offered a secret box.
And Caitlin is bam down.
Yeah, the only one for this first one. So
then we get
the voodoo idol.
Voodoo idols. Let me read the rules before you get
into it.
Go read the rules.
Can only be played to the next 2 tribal councils. It must be played for someone else. It can be given away but not stolen. The idol cancels the votes directed at the person you played on and redirects those votes at a player of your choosing.
Go, Jules.
I was like, you two know how I feel. Would you like to share how you feel?
Go, Jules.
Let's go.
Jules hot
Too overpowered. I love when the immunity idol was invented, it was great, and then people came up with splitting votes as a way to counter it. Love that. But with the Voodoo Idol, it means you can't split votes anymore. And it basically, splitting votes gives more power, or this idol in general gives so much more power to the Minority Alliance, because if, like I was saying to you guys before we started, if I'm in the Majority Alliance and I am splitting the votes between the two of you, then you can play it on either one of you. It doesn't actually matter who you play it on, whether it's our primary target or our secondary target. By redirecting those votes, you guys are now in the majority. It's too overpowered. I like that it was watered down a little bit by saying only giving them 2 tribals to use it, but no, don't like this Voodoo Idol.
Yeah, I love
Sorry,
it.
Vince.
Just to clarify, is this something that's made up? This isn't a real.
Yes.
Okay.
Haven't seen it before.
Okay, cool. So we haven't actually seen someone use it in action before. Yeah.
No, this isn't a case of you not knowing what safety without power is.
Right. Yeah. This. Okay, Dani's
wasn't making up for the fact that she's not going to be there on Thursday. She's reading you for filth, right?
Yeah, that's not good.
Little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Annabelle saying, can't wait for the Jules Vince showdown in the future LIG. Vince, I do love you, I promise.
That's absolutely OP, but I happen to have a little voodoo doll, and I thought, when on earth am I going to use this? Okay, so you only wanted to create the voodoo idol because you had a voodoo doll.
Oh. Wow.
All right, well, I love, like, I understand your point, and I completely agree. It's completely overpowered, but like as a player in the minority, like having that power, like would just be like, like so fucking good. You're like, I am gonna change shit up. Fuck everybody. Like, as opposed to like for the minority, that is like an awesome thing to be given.
And what did it say at the end of the, like, when
do something big with it?
Yeah, do something big with it. I like that, how that was in there as well. It's like you're trying to entice the person who gets it to actually want to use it to do something big with it. So I like how that was included in there.
I just look forward to the chaos it's going to bring. Like the shock factor it's going to bring to a tribal council. I just it's like, oh, that's going to be so good.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to think about it. It is pretty strong getting to redirect someone's votes onto other people. It means that you could potentially basically like force people to vote for yourself or for someone that you're close aligned with, to know where the votes are going, and then use it to redirect. I mean, there are so many different ways that you could use it.
It basically cancels the theory of splitting your vote.
Yeah, it is pretty strong. I'd say, yeah, it's definitely very strong, and I'm excited to see how that will be played.
And I think with an advantage like this, if I don't know if this happened or not, if at the start of the game they get a list of, okay, here's the advantages that are going to be in the game, so people are aware of it, I think, or like if there's some way the other players can be aware of it, because otherwise you just there's no way to counter that if you have no idea that it's coming. If you know that that's a possibility, then you can go, all right, we won't split our votes. We're just going to put all of our votes on the same person.
Vince, you're asking to be fucking heckled tonight. Jesus Christ. Like, what?
Yeah.
What
look, the swap was worse. Also, he raised a point earlier that he did beat me that one time. And you know what? I didn't vote for you in the final 3. So.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, the swap was still worse, Vince. You can't. Look, you want to bring up the swap? I'll fucking talk about the swap. It was awful. It was the worst swap I've ever seen in my life.
All right. Anyway, back to the challenge.
Okay.
All right, we get another box offhand, and we have 3 drop. Dale, Tash, and Chloe, but Dale is the first down. And the poor thing, he gets a disadvantage. He will not be able to participate in the next immunity challenge.
We don't see him tell anyone about this. And we don't really see anyone wondering what he had. So I don't really know what happened with that.
No, maybe we'll see that play out next episode.
Yeah.
It's interesting because if you're Dale, at this point, people know that you got something and it wasn't food. So as long as you don't tell anyone, they could definitely.
There you go. John saying Dale told everyone.
Oh, he told everyone. Okay. To me, I'm keeping that probably I'm not telling anyone. That way people have to at least think about whether I have an advantage and what it is, because my head doesn't go to, okay, do they have an advantage or a disadvantage?
You don't tell everybody about your advantage the minute you get it?
I mean, like, Dale, I 100% agree. Like, when you get something, tell everybody. I think that's the best
in this
strategy.
situation, he is better off probably not telling anyone because the threat of we don't know what it is probably better than
No, Liz, it was not a spoiler. It was happening in the first episode.
Late to the party.
I think the threat of the unknown advantage that he might have can be pretty powerful. Yep. If he was potentially going to get votes, then it might be like, well, but maybe we won't vote for him because he's maybe have an idol.
Yeah, they'd find out pretty soon that it was a disadvantage.
Burn on you,
guys. We're here for Melbourne Survivor, right?
I told you there's going to be crossover. I'm sorry, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Okay.
All right. So the last.
Also, yeah, I can't podcast for Sydney, so you're going to get a little bit of my thoughts here.
So just give it to me.
The last two standing are Brady and Max. We hear Max offer Brady chocolate to drop out because Brady did not get chocolate.
Like, I've got some chocolate in my bag.
But then he graciously steps down.
I did like Liz's comment that, you can have chocolate if you vote it out.
Yeah.
He could be on the jury with chocolate.
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah, I like that from Liz.
And then Brady wins the first immunity, cutie patootie, and then the cutest thing, like Chloe is so happy for Brady on the match. She's front and center. She's clapping her little heart out. She's cheering the loudest. It was so cute.
I know. I love those two, honestly.
Yeah. Very cute, those
What did you guys think of Max stepping down? Because we see straight after the immunity challenge, we see a confession from Max being like, I stepped down because, we're in the same alliance and I didn't want to be perceived as the first immunity winner. If you're in the top two for a challenge, I don't really see the difference between coming first and second as a perceived threat.
No, but I think if you're concerned about going to rocks, I think as long as someone in your alliance has it, that's the main thing. Because it's one less person on your side of things that's going to have to draw a rock.
Yeah.
If I'm aligned with CK at this point, I want immunity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he and Laurel are the biggest threats, and I'm his main man. I don't know if I can protect myself from any split vote here.
I don't know if you know this, but Max is a really nice guy.
He is a very nice guy. He's in the waiting room currently.
Okay. We'll speed it up. Yeah. Okay, say nice things about Max now that we know he's here.
I was always going to say nice things about Max.
There's nothing bad.
Max wouldn't hurt anyone.
Yeah, I'm not stepping down at this point in time. Like, that's not something I'm going to do when my main alliance person is one of the two people that people are looking at currently.
Yeah. 100%. As I said, I personally don't think there's a difference between how people perceive you as a threat between winning or dropping out, coming second, especially because it was fairly obvious that he sort of tapped out.
Yeah, he stepped down gracefully, but he didn't struggle out of that challenge. Yeah,
exactly. So just win. Just if you're there, win. All right, let's move on.
Okay. All right. Brady's so surprised at himself. He really didn't think he was going to win. He didn't step down because there was no chocolate offered. So that was a lot of fun.
Just persevered.
And then we see Dale telling CK that they are voting for CK, and that's where we get our episode title. Well, I'd vote for me. And then CK checks in with Dale to make sure that they're all still willing to go to Rocks, and they agree on John as the name.
Yeah, there's so much conversation between now and Tribal. It's kind of ludicrous to digest.
I've got notes all over the place.
Yeah, we're going to go into a shit ton of conversation here.
So first I've got after that is Red Alliance talking to Dale about voting Max.
No, hold on, stop. Luke asks a great question here. If chocolate was offered, does that mean Max wins immunity? Meaning he doesn't go home here?
I mean, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Brady says he would have stepped down for chocolate.
Yep.
So basically, chocolate is the reason that we're talking about Max tonight.
Max has gone home.
I hope Max comes eating chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah, Max, please go. If you have chocolate in your house, just like bring it in.
Just go grab
I'm eating
some.
chocolate for you.
PTSD. That's a bit. Yeah.
Annabelle, he did throw it to intentionally lower his threat level.
Yeah.
He says this in the
Yeah.
episode. All right.
Yeah, Annabelle, come on.
We've got a shit ton conversation here.
Yeah. My next note is Kate with her coffee queen.
Yeah, I
Like,
got my fucking coffee.
Kate's
brackets
coffee.
happy.
I'm not even. I have a lot before we get to Kate with the coffee. Hold on.
Oh.
I just got it like her being delivered, and then there's not really
Yeah.
story, but we saw Kate's coffee cup, I think, more than we saw Dale this entire episode. Love that. Like every time we cut to her, like she's had that coffee there. I think it was never ending.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you know, I'm off my notes. Then we see Dale go back to the other 5, and then Tash tells him the vote is for Max.
Yes.
So at this point, Dale is aware of both votes. He knows it's for John and for Max. So
if they're telling him the truth, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's which at this stage they are.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. There's no lie to be found at this point in time. That's the do. We get a great confessional from John here, talking about the vote drawing tribal lines. Actually, it's going to be more like a Grand Canyon because it's really going to split the two parties, which is very true. Tash talks about splitting the vote 4-1 to negate an idol. Kate gives a coffee.
You don't have the numbers.
They don't. No, but it's just the conversation.
Yeah.
But Kate gives her first coffee confessional where she just sips on it and goes.
Yeah.
Kate is so iconic.
We see a good conversation with Kate and Caitlin discussing Laurel, how they're going to go with her. And then I think it's Caitlin, like, we don't have to go all the way to 5 with her. Like, we're not crazy.
Yeah. That was so funny.
Don't be ridiculous.
Like, come on. Like, no way.
They both agree. Like, Caitlin doesn't want to get Laurel, thinks that CK will be easy to get further, like, get later on too. And then she brings up Max. And Kate agrees with her that he could be a challenge threat. Right? So he hasn't done what he thinks he needs to do in order to lower his challenge threat.
No, and he's also, like, before the merch, he showed that he is strong in challenges. So I think there's not much he could have done this episode to counter that.
No.
Max,
Look, I completely agree with you.
Max.
This episode was probably the most comedic, even if unintentional. I laughed so hard.
There were some parts that were definitely intentional.
Yeah.
I think we're about to get to that.
Yeah, so we see. So this is what we're about to get to. So Caitlin and Laurel are having a chat. She tells him about the details of the idol. We see her being unsure about whether she was going to tell John about the details of the idol. We find out that they're both bottoms.
And they're disappointed that they have the numbers. Like playing at the bottom is more fun.
I would say on the bottom, they're both power bottoms.
If you're on top, you have to manage like all these people and everything. If you're on the bottom, you go and have fun.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true.
They are pure chaos together. They just are.
I love them.
Living for drama, and it's fantastic.
So good.
And then the fake idol hunts. So
oh my god!
Says to Caitlin, should I run?
Oh no, I love it. Before the fake idol hunt, when they go off for Caitlin to tell Laurel about it, CK like follows.
Yes, he's hovering.
Little orange blob. It's like go away.
And we see a shot of him just like lurking by,
and then
just
sort of like
he's trying to hear something.
Then she just takes off. Like
Laurel's at a full sprint.
Like full sprint.
I love how Caitlin's like, go over that way.
Yeah. And Dale's like, they're looking for, like, should we go?
All the guys are like, oh shit.
Everyone,
and they all run and then cut back to Kate and Tash just sitting there with like the gentle music playing, like, oh, what are they doing? Oh, they're going over it. It's like the wild, like,
bothered. So unbothered by the fucking chaos of this run. And
Kate's like, I've got my
coffee. Kate's like, I'm sorry, I had a coffee. I wasn't going to do that.
No. What did she say? So her confessional here is just pure iconic. She says, I'm having my coffee. I'm not running. And then 3 massive straight dudes chasing gorgeous Camp Laurel around the forest. It's very homoerotic, isn't it?
Very Midsummer Night's Dream.
Very Midsummer
That was
Night
so
is very
funny.
homoerotic.
One of the best confessionals.
Kate, seriously, what a queen in this episode.
100%. A pure standout this episode.
You can really tell that
she's probably not even watching this. Annabelle, get Kate to watch us praise her.
Tell her we stand, we love. She's but like I want to get that like on like a coffee cup. I'm having my coffee. I'm not running.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Like, I don't give a fuck about idols. Like, whatever they're doing, I'm drinking my coffee, and that's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, but we love that energy. We're so here for it.
So good.
And yeah, the music of like the chase and the sitting back and forth a few times, that was hilarious. Well done.
Mel, I completely agree with you that Laurel doing the run would be the funniest moments in LRG history. Like I just,
CK stuff.
I watched it a couple of times and I still just like I giggle every single time. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to pee, and then CK is like, go to the bush or whatever. So it's like, oh, it was just so funny. It was just so funny. I loved it so much.
All right, and then after we then go back to everyone chatting, we then again see CK not reading the room, tells Chloe to keep watch for anyone hunting for idols. Then we get again more iconicness from Chloe, where she's just like, okay, CK, yes boss
CK,
man. Like,
no CK.
That was so funny.
And then she calls Brady her main man.
Here comes my main man. We love that. We love that so much. Like, I'm so here for the Chloe Brady duo.
I love it.
We love it so much.
CK is a self-aware. You know what, Annabelle, in this episode he was not so self-aware. Bless his soul, he was just not. And the women were reading him for filth.
Is it him not being self-aware, or is it like him just like, oh shit, it's coming for me, what can I do? And then like the more he does, the more damage he's causing.
Yeah, possibly. We'll ask him eventually. Okay. Brady wants a red to go. John wants to break the Bro Alliance up. Brady wants it to be Dale to take out the swing vote. I'm just really going through the conversation.
We got another Max saying to Chloe and Brady, like, oh, unless you two have it, which, you know, it's fair play. Like, at least he was nice about it as opposed to CK.
Yeah, he was kind of like, if you want to tell me about it, you can. And they still kept it secret, which was good.
I like how he actually thought of it, though, because no one else had, like, you didn't see CK think about, like, unless you guys have it. Yeah, you guys don't have it. With Max, is like,
fair play if you do.
And then they're just like,
next question.
Yeah, exactly.
We see Tash and Max have a chat. Tash feels Max that it's going to be Dale. Max is unsure whether he believes that or not. CK definitely does not believe it. His face.
Yeah, okay. CK, when he's talking about, oh, why would they vote for Dale? He's such a that's such a lie. They're never going to vote for Dale. He's the biggest. So, CK, I need to link you to Beridium's video all about the evolution of the safe vote. That's exactly why you vote for Dale, because no idol's going to be played on him. If you want to take out anyone from that alliance, he is the good person to take out. So, no, CK, you're wrong.
Can you link me that video as well?
I will link you that video.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, we see it. The chat we were talking about before, Ethan, between Kate and CK. She's giving him great reasons as to why it will be. She holds firm. She's like, this is why. Like, these are the reasons why it's going to be Dale.
Like, they want you, but they're worried you have an idol. So
it's not going to be you tonight. So, I mean, he's still not convinced. And then we go to tribal. We get Novek as the merge name, and we haven't found out why at this point in time. But the reasonings at this point in time make me want to vomit.
Kevin backwards
and integrity. I was like, it's just the worst of
Kevin
all worst things. I mean, I know what it is now because we found it.
That's so funny. I love when people do that. They're like, oh, I've got a great tribe name, and it's like their mum's fucking middle name backwards, left, up, and down. It's like, it takes balls to do that. I was happy that at least before Max went out, he got to name the tribe, which then voted him out. So that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, now that I know why it was that, but when I didn't realize that's what it was, and the reasoning was companionship and integrity, I just wanted to vomit everywhere.
You just made something up,
I
hate those words in Survivor. I fucking hate it.
Companionship, whatever, that's fine. Integrity, I hate it.
Ugh.
Like, every time Coach says integrity, I want to slap him. Honor and integrity. That's how this game should be played.
Anyone says it in any
iron sharpens iron.
I have integrity. Let's make him.
This is Survivor. Come on.
I'm not interested.
You want fucking integrity. Play chess.
First time ever in like knowing Max, I was like, ugh. I've always really liked Max. This is the first time I was like, ugh. Gross.
Yes, Chloe, best game is a dirty game. Thank you. Agreed.
Yeah, unless you get voted out, and that's shit.
Mate,
yeah,
I mean, we have never shied away from the fact that we are villains. This is not news to us. And like I just said, this is the first time I've read filth on Max. I've loved Max to this point.
We do love Max.
Right, well, go away. Bye.
Canceling this
podcast.
Cancel us. Try me, Annabelle. We've got
Annabelle. I'm surprised Annabelle's even still watching. She's not going to be on it again. So Max is pure and I will hurt you.
She said she didn't watch.
We know. All right, this part. This is the only thing. Guys, when you said that, that's it. Everything else about him we adore.
It was one word. Yeah.
Oh, Annabelle, I do.
Yeah. No, I personally, I don't. I do not want to fight you. I do. I feel like I'd get throat punched, kicked in the balls, and then like sat on.
I don't have balls. It's fine.
All right.
We can do it in some jelly if you want.
What?
Anyway,
moving along.
Okay, tribal.
Talk to me about tribal.
Dale feels like his mum bought him clothes and he doesn't want to wear them. What?
This is the most iconic thing that Dale said thus far. It was hilarious. He's like, when your nan or your mum buys you clothes and then like they're uncomfortable and they want you to sort of wear them to dinner. I think he was just like referring to the fact that like it was just really sort of uncomfortable being at tribal in his position, and everyone else laughed. I think I had to rewatch it twice to just make sure I knew what he was saying, but I understood it. I liked that from Dale. Some iconic energy, like all the icons in the.
Well, he said something.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah.
It may not make sense, but he said something.
I'm here for it, Dale. We want more of that. Yeah, what else happened at Tribal? I didn't write anything down because it was just...
No, I didn't write much because there was so much in the...
exactly.
Sorry, Luca, Dale and his Ross Matthews era of comparisons. We're never going to get through one episode without a subtle Drag Race reference, and I love it.
And then the only real thing that happened is that, like, when they after the vote...
During the vote, Tash talked to the rock idol. That was funny. While they were voting, Tash talked to the rock.
Oh, yeah.
That was like, never got to use you, but hey, I made the merge.
Yeah.
I thought it was really weird to see like the original Yellow at Tribal. Like when they got there, I was like, this is weird.
Yeah, very weird.
This is the 7th episode. Like it's been 7 weeks or whatever. We've been waiting to see these 4 people go to Tribal. So seeing CK in his bright orange Dragon Ball Z puffer
Big
jacket
Goomba,
sitting there, like, it was really weird to see them there. That's all.
And then after they would see, Liz says, anyone have an idol?
Laurel
with fake idol, reach and flip the bird. That was pretty funny.
that was funny, yeah.
I love
that. So much. I love that.
And then this poor man here was voted out.
Guys.
Hi. How you going?
I just kind of... Firstly, before I start, the 3 of you are absolutely smashing the podcast. Thoroughly enjoying it. Loving your hot takes. I know I'm the one with the hot takes, but clearly you are just stepping it up. It's funny, it's good value, and I'll obviously keep watching throughout the end, even though I'm out.
Yeah, of course. But thank you.
Out.
Well, I kind of have to.
You kind of have to, yeah. No, yeah, we do really appreciate it because we all are so passionate about it, and we're loving Melbourne Survivor. As you experienced firsthand, the cast is iconic, crazy, and everything in between. So it's been so much fun getting to talk to everyone and just experience this with all you guys. So what was your experience for you overall? You only went to one tribal, but you did make merge. I don't know if that's a record or not, something, but yeah, how was it for you?
It feels like I was the first one voted out. Pretty much the first tribal I was at, obviously gone, but the experience was awesome. Like it was the best thing I could get to actually being on the real thing. It was just like everything was so professional. it was from the players' perspectives or my perspective, it felt like it was so well run, even though when you hear the gossip afterwards, there's obviously so much chaos, and having experienced it for the second time as a crew member, you can just see the hecticness of it. But look, I've made some lifelong friends on this. Got to play a game that I loved, and just being a part of it, and like even just like wearing the buff that is branded for the season is just so cool. And there's like the little like things like that make it feel so real. It's just very cool. Such a sick experience for just normal people, I guess, playing a game that we love, you know?
Yeah.
So it was great. I loved it. Like, yes, there's regrets and there's things that you watching it back or thinking it over, you should have, could have, would have, but
well, tell us about those. What do you regret?
Yeah, I was going to jump. What I should have done was not bloody lose immunity. Like, that's the stupidest thing. Like,
I know
you were talking about it. I dropped off. Clearly, I said that in the confession afterwards. I gave up with the stupid intent. Like, my thinking at the time was like, if I win this, they're going to think I'm a challenge net, which is true. I was probably perceived as a potential threat going forward. And even though, like, with the final two, Brady and I, were there, I was just going through my mind. It's like, if I win this and I lose the next one, they're just going to target me. And at that point, I felt pretty confident with the numbers that I had. And I thought we could have swung that 6-person over to have the majority. And you got to remember, we hadn't been to tribal yet. And I thought, like, the whole perception of just keeping tight and staying with your numbers was my strategy at the time.
Yeah.
So losing the first immunity hurts, and just being voted out. Wearing my uncle's gloves. I'm not sure if you noticed it, but like I just look at those gloves. I put it on because I was cold. I just get voted out in those gloves. Just a silly reminder of going out in a game that I enjoyed. But yeah, if Brady wants the chocolate, he can come and get it. Here it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I even offered him chocolate as well. He's just.
I know you did. You're like, I'll give you my chocolate.
Yeah, this has been. I've been holding on to this for 2 years. It's 2-year-old chocolate.
Oh, seriously?
No, it's a joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gullible.
Well,
anyway.
Yeah.
So you 6 votes. Caitlin, Dale, John, Laurel, Kate, and Tash. So Dale wasn't with you, and Kate was not coming across.
With Dale, I thought on the challenge when it started raining, the block challenge, the square block challenge, when we were walking over to that, I had a solid chat with Dale, which was not on camera, about playing the game seriously with him, going deep. Because at that point, I was obviously locked with CK and Chloe and Brady. I was like, never would have voted them out at that point. Like, I was locked on them. And Dale, I wanted to bring in that too. And just sort of get in his ear saying, look, we want you, stay with us. Let's play this game together. Let's go deep. But obviously, things weren't the way as it seemed, didn't pan out that way. And even the random Brady vote, like I still don't know how Brady got confused voting for Dale when we discussed it was going to be John. So even if we did have even if we did have Dale, who came back and voted with us, I still would have gone because Brady wasn't on the same page as us.
That's true.
It was just a bit of a, oh well. It didn't hurt as bad. That would have stung more than going out with Dale flipping. So, a bit of silver lining there.
So you said you had like a good conversation with Dale walking to that block challenge in the rain. What was his thoughts, and what did he actually say in that conversation that you had with him about going deep in the game together?
I just said I wanted to play the game with him. Like, I just tried hard to just persuade him to stick with CK and I, and that the 3 of us could go out and do something just to keep him as a number. Obviously, knowing that merge was coming up, we just wanted to kind of solidify his vote with our alliance.
And what did he say to you? He said he was keen to do that? Of course,
he's like, yeah, I'm in. Let's go. Let's do this. And you take it for word value, and you just so You can only trust someone's word so much in this game, and I trust his word. And I thought he was with us at that point.
Well, he seemed to be. Like, it was like he seemed to be under like the spell of you and CK. Like I was shocked by this vote.
Yeah.
Like when
you
you
seem to be drinking
I was
the CK
like
Kool-Aid.
So me or Dale?
No,
Dale.
Dale.
Dale seemed to be drinking the Kool-Aid for sure.
I'm sure he has his reasonings, and it didn't really. I think he's just commented now, but it was just. It's reading that. Yeah, but it was honestly for the merge boot. It was a smart choice, as I said, because I would have been dangerous come to the immunity challenge. I think not that I know
100%.
any of the challenges after. I didn't see what they were, so can't say how well I would have done. But I would have definitely been someone to put up a fight if I was going hard to win. If that makes sense. Not saying that I didn't try.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that intention of stepping out to get rid of that perception of being good at challenges, especially if I would have survived the merge, it would have most likely been CK gone, and that would have completely changed my game to the fact where I was open. I'm an open ally now. I'm an open person. I could have been swung either way. I could have potentially kept winning immunities and just been really in a really commanding position going forward in the game. So who knows?
Yeah,
it's all shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's all the things you think about over the process.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Did you feel sort of like that you couldn't really make any moves, or you couldn't really expand your gameplay because going into the merge, it was a pretty clear division of 5-5, as you explained in your confessionals, and it was pretty obvious that you and CK were together, and at that point, CK and Laurel were the two biggest targets. So did you think that potentially you could be the vote? Like, did you hear your name come up before
at the
tribal?
point, like, looking back on that, it's really well edited. I have to give praise to Ma with how she edited that. That whole process happened in probably around 10 minutes, like that big scramble with like us running for Laurel and CK getting pushed. I felt like it was probably 15 minutes after the first immunity challenge we had. Yep. So it looked like we had more time, but it was just really kind of intense. I quickly went to chat over to Tash and Kate, as we saw, and that was just kind of quick, just kind of trying to be seen, just trying to be present in the moment. Yep. But I should have been more just mindful of the fact of it's 5-5. Who are they going to target? And I should have been realistic that I'm one of those. And it's not like I had any.
Like you guys were looking at John because you thought that Laurel might have an idol. So like it doesn't twig in your head that they might think, oh, if CK is the biggest threat, he may have an idol. Let's look at who's then next in line. Which was like before, I was like, if I'm in your shoes and I'm part of the CK, I'm not fucking stepping down for anything because I don't want to have any off effect of anything that's happening to him.
Exactly. And like a lot of that process of after the immunity, we weren't moved back to the original tribe camps, and I was like, it's showed in the episode how we were looking for the idol. We thought there was going to be a merge idol, as you assume there is, and we're trying to look for it. But I don't want to say anything further going into the game because it might be a bit spoilery. But like, we didn't find the idol. Well, I didn't find the idol, and there was no real like safety net behind me. Like if Brady if I was a bit more closer to Brady, where he would have had the trust to show me the idol, things could have been different. We could have used that to our advantage to protect our five or four, so to speak, excluding Dale at that point as the OG yellows. Could have been a different situation. But then you look at the whole, like looking back, watching the episode of Caitlyn having the voodoo idol, which, as you said, is incredibly overpowered, and you kind of just write in your own fate as a result. So it would have been, no matter what, CK and I were in trouble going into the merge vote. But it feels like the red had the numbers, had the idol, had the advantages to just take control of that vote. So it was a dead man walking, essentially.
Which is crazy, like knowing what they've been through to get to this point, like to then go into merge with so much power is crazy.
Yeah,
and like
as Brady said, like it's crazy how the four of you hadn't gone to tribal, and yet you came into merge without the majority. That is just bonkers.
It's crazy. And even John said in his confessional, they've formed their alliances. They know who they can trust. They've voted with each other, and it's pretty much like the original red at that point are playing chess, or the original yellow are just playing checkers. Like we're still scrambling, trying to work out what's happening. We're like Brady and Chloe didn't even trust CK. Like that's where we are. You know what I mean? In what I thought was a strong four, there's fractions and cracks everywhere. So you need to really, like, going back and just like, if I was to ever play something like this again, you have to go to a tribal, vote, see where people's votes are, where people are aligned, and then you can really just move forward with that knowledge to obviously help you in the game.
Yeah.
And like
someone has to be a catalyst of that vote. Like that's of course. And you find out, but then you could be the one, which unfortunately you were.
Yeah, exactly. So for the little survivor I actually played in the strategic sense, was very minimal, but it was fun. Can't complain.
Liz asked the question of the three of us: did any of us have Max?
Ethan, I can't remember where you had him, but
no.
Dani,
so here's my final. You were second for me.
Yeah, you were in my final three as well.
No, you had him next. You had him not this. Ethan had him not this vote, but the next one. You had CK as your merge boot.
Me?
So Ethan came the closest to Max's spot.
Max, what can I say, mate? Just pretty faces don't last. So
that's too true, Ethan.
That's too true. Yeah. So
no, that's funny. Thank you.
What do you think about the voodoo idol, without saying if it gets used next episode or how it gets used, but just your thoughts on the idol and how powerful it is and stuff?
Honestly, look, I didn't like the way the idol was attained. The fact that you could get it from a challenge for quitting a challenge, I thought was pretty disappointing. But that's just probably my biggest critique of the whole season as a whole. And going back to what I said about me assuming that there was going to be a merge idol, and not being able to find it at where we were situated as the merge groups before we got moved over, was also another thing. Especially on it being my boot, I was just a little, it's a game, and it's like there's so many things running around. You get it, but it's just one of those things. If I was to whinge about something, if I had to whinge about something, it was overpowered. And like, if it was one of the yellows who got it, I would have said it's a great thing. Like I would have said, it's great. It's not overpowered. It's
fantastic.
Exactly.
Because I was on the flip of the coin, on the wrong side. I was just shit. It sucked.
So Max, how big of a fan are you?
Okay.
Sorry, Jules.
I'm a big enough fan to bloody do podcasts on local government versions of Survivor.
Well, we're looking forward to your warm takes of us in a couple of days.
Yeah, you'll see me tomorrow night if you want to tune in. I'm sure you will.
Tomorrow or Thursday?
I'm a fan. I obviously love it. Like it's a great community, great group of people. And like I've always loved the show. I've watched. You've heard me talk about it on other. I have watched a full season. Yeah, I've watched seasons of Survivor. Obviously, I could love it. Super fan. I collect the buffs, all that cute stuff. So that's going back to having a branded buff of a season of a tribe that I was on, and on a tribe that I named. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, what did your brother have to say about that?
He's not even watching me on the tally, so
Wasn't even worth it.
I know. I should have called it exam. That's my name backwards. But and shout out to John there on that awesome vote out with my name and just
confessional. It was great.
Picking it up.
Yeah.
Like, at the time, he told me he was a social worker, so I didn't think he's like some highly intelligent doctor. He said he downgraded his age as well. He said he was how old? He said he was younger than what he was, and yeah. That was
funny. When you saw your name come out backwards, did that twig for you that he'd figured out?
I honestly, for some reason, I thought the ink had
the paper was backwards,
and Liz was holding it backwards. I was like, that's backwards. And then I kept the vote. I have all the votes of the people who vote me out. I'm like,
awesome.
This is hilarious. And going back to naming the tribe, another little regret was not having a confessional discussing that, just being like, I named it after my brother, blah blah blah. And I kind of shot myself in the foot because I am half Hungarian and I made up what it meant. And I think I gave it the word like 7 different meanings. Like I called it companionship and integrity, friendship. Like I was just, because so many people asked what it was and what it meant, and I just forgot what I originally said, and I have to just kind of keep the ball rolling. And I was like, companionship and integrity, some sort of just bullshit Survivor-esque words that you clearly don't like.
Yeah, I hate those words.
Sorry.
Yeah, so do I. But I just thought of like, what's something that's going to sound so simple yet so silly that people will just kind of be like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. Like using a foreign language word to represent the merge tribe. And John's just like, it's his fucking brother's name's backwards. Like, you guys are stupid.
Not stupid.
Yeah, that was funny. I was glad you did that.
Max, I want to know, what were your plans moving forward if the yellow had survived this tribal? Do you think you would have like stuck with CK long term, or did you have a game plan in mind?
The fact I lined up with CK, 2 things. 1, I really liked him and enjoyed being around him, and 2, I picked up straight away. He's obviously a huge personality, very loud, very vocal, and you always want to kind of attach to those people as essentially like just the shield. So people target him before you, but I feel like I was probably a little bit too close to him throughout the whole game. But it's just because we got along. We just had a good connection. But he was still there as a I guess shield in my approach of like it's like you take that with the good. Of just him being a good guy. Going forward, I think it completely depends on who is voted out at the merge. If I lose CK, if CK's gone, that one, it completely opens up the game in the sense where I have Brady and Chloe who I would have been loyal to, but I would have explored my options more with people who I thought would have wanted to probably play the game with me, because I was playing that sort of likable character. It was been mentioned before how when Yellow kept on winning immunities, I intentionally took a step back with the whole celebration of not just like rubbing it in their face, just playing it cool, just nothing like silly, like CK's jumping around going, yeah. It's like back off, like cool it down. This is, you get voted out for this exact reason, exactly this. So I feel like I could have worked with Caitlin because I felt like we had an unspoken sort of connection throughout the game. I slept next to John on the night before merge, and we had a nice chat about different foods that we like and different restaurants that he's been to and I've been to, which was a little cool connection there. Like it just completely opens up the game because essentially your number one's gone. You become a free agent.
Yeah, and for me, if CK's gone, you still have your physical threat level there, but like one main target is gone. The next, that you then pivot to Laurel because Laurel's the next biggest game player there. You keep winning immunities, and as the nice guy, you run. here. This is why I like had you in my 3, because I was like, you're physical and you're a nice guy. Like I was just like, there are bigger game players than you, and that's why. Like I was just like, no.
And
I think
that
if
was
CK is not there, you have a clear run to the final 3.
Yeah, well, and that's I was obviously trying to use that to my advantage as well. Not necessarily a strategy going in, but I was just trying to be as true to myself as I could be in a game where you're meant to lie, cheat, and still to potentially get to the end. Just do all those things to get there. And looking back, I feel like I could have been a bit more, I guess, strategic with the merge the night before. I felt like I could have tried a bit harder to make deeper connections instead of just being comfortable where I was. But the irony was I was comfortable where I was, and I thought that we were strong going forward. And that's the thing, you just gotta just realize about the game and work on things next time. Because when pretty much every single time I spoke to someone, I was truthful, and the irony is the fact that it's a game where you're meant to lie, I kind of shoot myself in the foot by not being outwardly deceiving and not wanting to, because I have that whole aspect of I don't want to be a dick just to be a dick to lie to your face and then vote you out, even though the irony is this is Survivor. That's what I should be doing.
Yeah. But I mean, it's also like lying for the sake of lying. Like, I mean, you've got to also develop some realness with people. Like, it doesn't always have to be balls to the wall. Depending on where you sit too. Like, I mean, especially the fact that you felt like you sat relatively well in a majority. There's no real need for like lying and scheming at that point. Whereas if you're a minority and you're playing balls to the wall, then you can say what the fuck you want, because you just scrape by to live. No.
Exactly.
I think the best thing that you can do is play to the strengths of your personality. I think if you detach yourself too far away from who you are as a person outside of the game, then it's sort of going to come across as a bit fake and a bit obvious that you're not really that person. Whereas I think the best thing that you can do within this game is just play to your strengths of your personality, whether that is being a nice person or whether that is being deceiving or whether you are a challenge threat or not. Obviously, there are things that you've got to think about. Do I want to do more of this or less of this? Yeah. Should I tone this down? Should I talk less? Whatever. But I think the best thing that you can do is try to be your authentic self as much as possible, but also keep in mind that you are playing a game and do what you think is necessarily to push yourself further forward. So,
yeah, completely agree. And as like all of us here have played a version of a fan-made Survivor, and I'm sure we can say that exactly. You can just be yourself, but I don't want to say too much about like with how you guys play, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, let's be careful here, Max.
Yeah, I know.
Ethan's already
kind of hushed back a bit, but I think the thing also is, unlike the real Survivor where you have 3 days before you vote someone out.
Yeah,
this is Survivor on steroids.
100%.
And you have to really affirm those connections that you have with people, which I feel like I probably lacked a little bit in terms of not utilizing the short period of time that we had to just, and as I said before, maybe the nighttime before you went to bed, to just kind of go up to someone and be like, hey, let's do this. And let's just like lock it in. Just ensure it, lock it in, and just feel confident on that, rather than just kind of beat around the bush and cross your fingers and hope for the best.
Yeah. I think another thing that sort of adds to this game particularly is that there are people who aren't necessarily playing to win. And me personally, if someone isn't playing to win, that actually really annoys me because I am playing to win. So when you have Laurel and Caitlin and they're having their conversation like fucking chaos, and I want to keep CK around because like I like him, and people, you can play this game for whatever reason you want, the same way you can vote people out for whatever reason you want. So it really makes the game more difficult to sort of, I guess, predict and figure out what's going to happen next when people are playing unpredictably and they're just doing whatever the fuck they feel like it.
And
at least they're playing though. They may be playing to win, but they're like playing a little bit of game. And
Laurel
is not interested in playing at all.
I've loved watching her. Especially this last episode, she was great. Awesome value. But in saying that, when you're in the game, I didn't realize how like that was her approach. I didn't realize she was just wanted to cause chaos and be so just so good to the confessionals and create the drama. I just assumed she was playing with her allies and just playing the game to win. You don't know that.
Yeah.
Like watching it back, it's like I kind of laugh about it now, and you just realize that if like in the particular conversation that I had with her, if you say something different or just approached it in a different way, a different aspect, things could have been different. But
Luca wants to know, what were your thoughts when you saw Laurel take off?
I was when that happened, I was off in the distance looking for the idol. And I saw CK run to chase her. And I'm just thinking, what the hell's going on? So I obviously have to go and check it out. I didn't have a coffee to sit on and sit. Otherwise I would have, but we're here. And as you said, it's a short period of time. Like this all happened quite quickly, thinking back on it. So obviously you want to know what's going on especially when the tribal was so soon. It was random. It was just a random, and looking at back now and how it's edited, it's hilarious.
It's so funny. I loved it so much. Yeah,
it was good value, very good value.
And it was just with such conviction. She just took the fuck off.
And
sprinted.
She's like, I'm gonna run off.
Yeah, just run.
Then we real like you got to remember, CK hurt his knee in the first challenge.
I know he's
and I've never seen him run that fast in my life. Take it easy. Save your energy.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
John.
Something I was going to ask you before. Did you suspect that Brady had the idol?
Well, that edit where I said no. The answer is no. Okay. I had no idea that he had the idol. Quite disappointed finding out later that he had the idol because things could have been different. And at that point, I was genuinely I was on 100% in with him.
Like, you thought you were a fool.
Like, I was tight. They were my people. So yeah, saying that thing's fair. As I said, fair play. Made me look pretty good.
Yeah.
But
it looked like you were a little clued in.
Didn't trust me enough to tell me that information or give me that information. And smart, because if they tell me that, I straight away tell CK, changes the dynamic of the trust I have with them versus the trust that they have with CK. If they would have trusted CK more, maybe I'm privy to that information.
Yeah.
But
clearly that would have
not.
looked very different had they shared that to you. You shared that to CK. That would have been a very different vote.
And would have we seen the voodoo idol on that episode? What would have happened? What was the fallout? Would have someone got screwed by the idol, an idol play? Who knows? Do I survive? Do I go on a Nick immunity win streak?
Yeah.
It's all
what ifs.
Who knows?
Yeah.
And and that's what I love about this game as well. It's just so many 100%. Different factors and variables that played out differently would have changed the outcome. Especially going back to the swap, Ethan, that you despise.
Well, none of us like it. It was shit.
I was going to be one of those people throwing or picked. CK last minute, it's like, Max, no, stay with me, be a good boy, stay. And I'm like, yes, CK, I'll stay, because he thought he was going to lose me or it was going to be a swap. But if I was one of those people picking the tribes, completely changes the dynamic of who I pick. I stay with CK and Annabelle because they were my original three. Yep. They're the ones we're locked.
Right.
The three of us stay. We don't lose Annabelle to the other tribe. Completely changes the game. We handpick, and just even the way how you got to picked the tribes like it was. Like, it was just so. It could have been such a different game.
Yes.
For myself.
Yeah.
And that's another like little thing that happened where you go, what if that happens? How does the game look? Or if with the slide puzzle, John's, and I'm going to call this out now. I may as well. It's my time to shine. John, the self-proclaimed slide puzzle king, gets toppled by average shoplifter Max, who barely does the 9-piece slide puzzle properly. Take the win. And like, if we lose that challenge, we go to tribal. We we work out who our alliances are, where we are as a tribe. We most likely, I think it's Dale who would have probably gone.
I was about to. Who goes home there? Is it Dale or is it Tash?
Or Brady and Chloe.
Tash is safe with her idol. Yeah. Kate is safe with her idol because Tash would have had the rock idol that she knew about.
It'd be Dale, yeah.
Dale goes.
Yeah, probably.
Or does CK go?
Yeah, or CK or Brady and Chloe go with.
Because I feel like Brady and Chloe then flip back to the.
You know what? That's something I haven't really asked the. Dale goes over. I actually don't know, but I think at that time we would have had. It would have been me, CK, Brady and Chloe voting together.
Yeah, I don't think you have Brady and Chloe at the vote. I think you lose them at that vote. I think they come for CK at that vote.
We'll have to ask them when we eventually have them.
But all right, long story short, it isn't me, which is a win.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
Oh, there you go. Brady saying he would have kept yellow strong. Oh, Chloe would have flipped.
Chloe would have flipped. Oh, they're fighting.
It's all.
Who knows?
With the knowledge that we know now, who knows?
Exactly. Like 2 years later, you change your mind.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I've done it for both my LRGs. Like, it's just like I still do it. Like, what would have happened if this if this happened, or if I'd made this decision, or if I'd found that, or like it just, you can do it until the cows come home.
100%.
And even if once we realized Annabelle was voted out, just throw in a challenge afterwards to keep our numbers strong. But like, you can't. Like, it would have been. It's like there's sort of things that could have happened that changed the outcome of my result or the game as well. Not that I'm going to say anything or what happens, but it's just so many little things have to kind of line up for you to progress further in the game. But you can only do so much with the cards you're dealt.
Of course.
And look, I had an opportunity to I guess in the immunity win there, but I decided against it because my silly little brain was thinking that I want to be a threat, even though I wasn't really. Like, I even said like 5-5 should be more mindful of the fact that I could be going, but there's so many things. Like, it happens so fast, and you just get so much on your plate.
So quick.
And you look at it's so easy to be to critique your game afterwards than while you're in it, because you have so much tunnel vision.
You do. You can only think so many options at once when you're going up.
Of course. And I'm not saying that I'm upset in my game, but it's just I feel like there's a lot of potential left on the table that could have happened. Who knows how I would have voted, or if I had to be put in a position to be to flip or to vote on an ally, if I would have done it or whatnot, or if I was blindsided deeper in the game. Like, there's just so many cool things.
Good question.
Look, good question. I thought, genuinely, coming out of the game, I thought that was going to be my only sort of moment in the show. I thought I was going to genuinely... I thought I was going to get... Like, we have... Looking back on the cast and how well...
It's such a good cast.
It's a stacked cast. We had a 100%. Stacked yellow tribe. Look, you're kind of fighting your spot for some airtime there, especially with...
Especially when you don't go to tribal.
With a winning tribe, and I've got like lukewarm, like I'm talking lukewarm hot takes in my confessionals where there's not much to use there, without me sounding arrogant, saying like, I'm pretty sure the majority of my confessions like, what's up? Like, this is it. All right, confessional. Picture it. Yeah. Hey, guy, another win. How good's this? No tribal. Loving camp. Gonna have some more rice now. All right. You can't put that shit in. Like, I'm not even like if you put me back in, I'd be like, oh my god, CK, the orange jacket, man, what are you doing? Like, well, I couldn't say that. I don't think I could. I can only say that now because he would forgive me. But something, if I was to go on again, the confessionals would be a lot better. Trust me on that.
Would you play again?
If the opportunity arises, for sure. Like, I thought it was great, but I'm enjoying taking a back seat with the whole making the challenges and just helping out when I can. If I've, like, even with the Canberra, the Perth, I might decide to do something with them if time permits. Because it's sick. Like, I genuinely got so much enjoyment from people experience, like people who realistically are gonna find it very difficult getting on the real Survivor to live out their Survivor dream, so to speak, and being a small little factor of helping create that reality come into fruition, like just that, giving them that glimpse of Survivor over a couple of days or however, like the other ones do 1 or 2, whatever it is. It's pretty sick. Like, and it's great that there are so many versions out now where it's becoming more accessible for people to play.
Yes.
It's really rewarding, and I enjoyed that. I genuinely enjoy that, and the people that you meet and the people that you work with, and
best thing.
100%.
It's great, and it's like a unique, weird, fun community of people, and like we're spending our Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock at night on a podcast of a fan-made version of Survivor. You know what I mean?
I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy how
it
draws people from around Australia.
Contest to that, Max. Like for me, I only got introduced to Survivor 6 months before I played Sydney. And
fake fan, man.
Dirty casual.
So like just getting into this scene, and now I'm like, oh, I want to help crew Brisbane and Canberra, and like really, try and do this. I'm doing this podcast with Jules and Dani and getting to talk to you guys. Like, I never thought this would happen, let alone, playing with Christy fucking Bennett.
That's pretty elite.
Yeah, who I didn't know who she was.
You've never seen any Australian
I hadn't seen the Australian Survivors. So yeah, the community is great. Like everyone is honestly so lovely, and it's awesome to hear you getting to play and then helping out and making future seasons better. I mean, that's the goal, is you want to make the player experience as good as possible. So yeah, that's awesome that you're helping out with the challenges, and I'm sure it's a lot of fun as well.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. It's great.
It is late. Max, stick around. We'll chat afterwards. But guys, that is all from us for this week. We'll be back this time next week. Max will be back on your screens this Thursday with CK and Ma talking all things Sydney Survivor. Melbourne Survivor is back this Saturday, and Sydney will be back on Sunday. So you will get your fill of all of us, I am sure. But thank you so much for joining us again, like you do every week. We love it. And we'll talk again soon.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye.
See you guys.